Hello, everybody. It looks like we're live. This is Heidi Garris coming to you for Tapping Tuesday. And to good old self-sabotage. Oh, self-sabotage. We all know it. We've all done it. We've all been there. Different levels and different kinds. Um, yeah, self-sabotage is something I know quite intimately. And there's all different kinds. There's a spectrum of self-sabotage. We can look at self-sabotage like this very severe ways it shows up with drug abuse, alcohol abuse, gambling, you know, self-harm. Those are extreme sorts of self-sabotage. And then it goes all the way down the spectrum to things that plague us business owners. Not that we can't be, of course, vulnerable to the other, but the day in and day out of being a business owner, self-sabotage can look like, of course, procrastination, avoiding tasks, resistance to taking the actions that you just know will move you towards your goal. Um, Things like being late, forgetting about appointments, or um, forgetting about a networking engagement, getting the dates wrong, right? And so we can see that self-sabotage can be conscious, it can be unconscious as well. Um, it's very interesting. I've had the perspective of watching myself, literally watching myself sabotage uh, projects and things that I want to succeed in. And just being the observer and go, well, there I go again. I can see it. And I just didn't even have an inkling to stop it. Right. So, what's behind it? What's behind it? Well, first, let's look at the definition. And I found a definition. I love Word Hippo, and they kind of framed it really well. It says sabotage, right, is deliberately destroying or damaging something in order to prevent it from being successful, right? So self-sabotage then our own interests, our plans, our our business goals, we deliberately destroy or damage it so that it won't be successful. That's pretty strong language. Doesn't feel good when you put it in those terms. Because why would we? Why would we want to damage the things that we say that we want? The success that we have been working so hard for, right? Things like creating our next level of income, enrolling more clients, or taking a bigger stage and having higher visibility. Well, if on some level we believed something bad might happen if we succeeded, we will have this overriding um, self-preservation type of actions. The subconscious will just take over it, because we don't feel safe, right? If the actions or the end goal don't feel safe to you, self-sabotage will show up, right? There's so many levels of this. I'm going to try to keep this really simple. It really just does come down to self-protection, self-preservation, and ultimately safety. So another term, another way of describing self-sabotage, and I love this perspective, is that self-sabotage is simply misguided self-love, right? Misguided self-love. So I love this perspective because it gives room for self-compassion. It gives room for softness when we so easily go into self-judgment. If you're anything like I am, and I don't think that I'm completely out of the ballpark when it comes to that. I think we all easily go to self-judgment. So what can we do? What can we do? Um, the realization, just the conscious realization that self-sabotage can be looked as misguided self-love can give us a little wiggle room to maybe not judge ourselves so much. But what do we do about the self-sabotage? Well, let's do a little tapping today. It is Tapping Tuesday. And we'll see if we can give you a little room here to the point where maybe you can even let it go. And if not, at least the space where you're not judging yourself so harshly for it. Whatever we judge, whatever we resist, we create more of the same. So let's give ourselves a little space and see what happens. All right. So if you don't know about tapping, all you need to do is follow me, repeat after me out loud or in your mind. And if a word doesn't quite feel like it resonates for you, then you're welcome to substitute it. And just pay attention to what comes up. Hi, Louisa. Nice to see you. Just pay attention to what comes up, because that's your mind signaling what wants attention and what might be behind this and what might need more clearing or healing around. Okay? All right. So here we go. So just start tapping on the side of your hand and repeat after me. Even though I've been in self-sabotage mode, I accept myself for who I am and how I feel anyway. Even though I've been totally sabotaging myself, I honor that on some level, I don't feel safe. Even though I've been working against myself, damaging my own efforts, and trying to destroy my own success, I choose to honor myself anyway and realize that it's been misguided self-love. Okay, now you can take a breath, and then we're going to continue on the points. I'm totally sabotaging myself. I'm not following my plans. I'm not following through. I'm not showing up. I say I want this thing to be successful, but there I go again, procrastinating and avoiding, not doing the things that will make it successful. I'm in self-sabotage mode, and I can't get out of it. I've tried to force myself to get it all done, but I keep finding myself in resistance. All of this self-sabotage, this conscious and unconscious destroying of my success. I'm really tempted to judge myself, to punish myself, to call myself all kinds of names. And that is not going to help. So I'm going to give myself the space to wonder. I wonder what this sabotage is all about. I wonder what's underneath it. And I wonder how it's serving me. What is it I really need? I would love to dissolve the self-sabotage and to move through this with ease. All this self-sabotage, it's keeping me from succeeding. If self-sabotage is misguided self-love, then what if I just accepted myself as is right here in this moment, even if I'm in self sabotage? And how else can I love me? What other more positive ways can I show myself love? How can I open my heart up to me? And if I did, what would my heart tell me? Would it tell me that what I'm asking for is scary? That things might change if I actually succeed? Is it questioning who I will be if this works out? Maybe I'm just protecting myself. Succeeding at this does feel a little scary. So maybe it doesn't feel totally safe to let myself just have at it and succeed. Maybe my mind feels like it's not safe. So I wonder if I could survive this success. I wonder if I could not only survive it, but I could thrive and that I could feel safe succeeding and thriving. What if it's safe to do what I've been wanting to do? What if it's actually safe to put myself out there? What if it's safe for me to be seen, to make the money I desire, to speak my truth, to share my gifts? And what if I chose right now to release this self sabotage and the fear underneath it, and instead show myself even more love by succeeding in this thing, by giving it to myself and all of the benefits that go with it? I honor myself and my mind for trying to protect me. And I release myself from the grip of this deliberate destruction of what it is that I desire. All this self sabotage, this misguided self love. Thank you for your service, but I'm going to take it from here and do it differently now. And know and trust that I will be more than safe. Okay, so you can take a nice deep breath. And you can ask yourself, what came up? What came up while I was tapping there? Did your mind show you an experience or a memory? Did some limiting beliefs show up, or more defined fears? Those are all clues as to what you can do and address to further release this self sabotage. Fear will stop us in our tracks. Subconscious will stop you if it feels like you're not going to be safe making more money or taking on more clients, right? So, self sabotage can be seen as misguided self love. But let's let go of that. Let's let go of the fear. Lean into truth and allow yourself to be free, creating the success and leaving the self sabotage at the door. Okay, everybody, thank you for today. Let me know what came up for you, And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll look back and happily answer you. And if anybody has any private questions, you can feel free to message me. All right, everybody, thank you. We'll see you next week for Tapping Tuesday again. Bye bye.